So welcome to Pulp Nightmare. I'm Mike.
I'm MB.
We were just talking about if there's a sexual fetish for having sex with orphans.
What a great way to start off the show.
And MB's thought that it was going to be like there was less guilt, and that's why it was like gratifying to fuck an orphan. Well, we're not talking about children, just FYI, but like adults.
In case you were confused.
Yeah. Adult big boy orphans. Or girl, you know.
Yeah.
Not just talking about gay orphan sex here.
There's a variety.
Yeah. Like Siamese twin orphans. You think anybody puts up a Siamese twin, like, for adoption, or give up a Siamese twin? I mean, I think they would be so fascinating, you'd have to keep them.
I would assume that if it ever did happen, you would probably be the first.
That's true. I don't want to freak as a child.
Yeah.
But, or if there's like...
Unless you can make money off of it.
I mean, it's not like it's the 30s anymore. You can't really take that around and be like, ooh, look how exotic it is.
Look at that extra appendage.
Yeah, look, it's like
someone from the audience yells, it's just prosthetics.
Yeah, that's Rick Baker did that.
By the way, Oscar-nominated, Oscar winner.
Yeah, thank God. You see they're doing a direct-to-DVD sequel for The Wolfman?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it's one thing not to give it a sequel. It's another thing to give it a direct-to-DVD. Yeah.
I'll watch it if Benicio's out.
He won't be.
You never know. What is he? He was almost Darth Maul, for God's sake. He was Darth Maul, very briefly.
It's an interesting piece of trivia.
Yeah. Nobody ever remembers that. He was Darth Maul till, like, almost right before filming.
Wasn't DiCaprio going to be Anakin at one point?
Was he? I remember reading that. I don't remember if that was true or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would have been weird. I don't think I would be able to pay attention if DiCaprio was Anakin.
Leo.
Yeah, Leo. I just, it would have been... maybe if Levitt was.
Like pretty much anyone from Inception.
Pretty much. Ellen Page. Michael Caine.
Yeah. Ellen Page would make an awesome Anakin.
She would have.
At least calling him Annie would have made sense then.
Yeah. Oh, Annie. With your young Greedo friend.
What if Ed had a young Greedo friend?
Oh, God. Imagine a blowjob from him. For those wondering, Ed's a friend of ours.
Ed is so much more than that. The gift that keeps on giving.
How do we get to Star Wars from orphan sex?
I don't know. Somewhere in between it was Benicio del Toro.
Oh, he's the bridge between orphan sex and Star Wars.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
We were talking about the direct-to-DVD Wolfman sequel.
Oh. Yeah. Don't let it happen.
Do you think it'll be set in, like, modern times, or...
Oh, that's fucked up. What would it even be about? I mean, not going to get Weaving back, so...
It's like... Maybe,
Or Baker.
Maybe it's just a movie of Anthony Hopkins in a burn ward.
What the fuck? The burn ward?
Because he burns it in the mansion.
Oh. Yeah, but he died, you know. I thought it was like him hanging out in the burn ward. Just kind of roaming the halls and like talking to people. It's really a documentary that he's doing about burn victims.
What's going on? What's going on?
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah. I've been in film. You know?
Film. There's been film. I was the fastest Indian.
The world's fastest Indian.
Yeah. I'm actually British.
I played a Mexican once. Can you believe that?
A Spaniard. To be fair, so did Sean Connery. In a movie about Scottish people.
Highlander is just... It's a modern wonder.
Yeah. Thank God for Sean Connery. You can play any character, but not even attempt to put on that nationality. Like when he played a Russian submarine commander.
Talking about the Chicago way.
Chicago way. Oh, God. Oh, this is fast.
It's amazing how fast we jump to topic to topic.
Oh, God. Now I'm just thinking about Sean Connery.
Okay, we should probably talk about how this came about.
Oh, yeah. Well, for years, we've been discussing doing a podcast before it was in vogue to do. Not that we wanted to be the first, because how would we have known the term already? Unless the time travel was involved somehow.
Yeah. I think you're getting off track.
I am, because now I'm thinking about George Carlin, like, coming back in time, and, like, telling us to start a podcast, explaining to us, like, what a podcast is. And we're just sitting there like, aren't you dead? How would you still exist in the future if you're dead?
And he points and winks at us.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't even give us an answer.
And then he just leaves without, like, giving us recording equipment or...
He expects us to find it our own way.
Man, Rufus was kind of a dick now that I think about it. Anyway. The name Pulp Nightmare was MB's idea.
Yep.
It goes no deeper than that. It was
literally, it was just an offhand, like, suggestion we had, because originally we had it to be the Maltese podcast.
Yeah, that was my suggestion.
We were going to call it the Cobalt Club after the Shadow.
Yeah, the Cobalt Club.
And what was the other one?
Oh, God. There's something really stupid. Something really stupid. Let's not even go into it.
Because the others are dignified.
Oh, yeah, there was like 50 of them we came up with, and all were just equally dumb and terrible.
Yeah, we really weren't satisfied with any of them.
No. Then you somehow blurted out Pulp Nightmare, and it made perfect sense. And you didn't like it.
I know.
It was your idea.
It's like, it took some time to grow on me, I have to admit. There was something incredibly just random about it that I felt it had to make sense. I felt it had to make absolute perfect sense for it to be attainable, but it actually does. Like, that's kind of the realization I came to as we got more and more used to the name of it.
You got very serious.
I'm sorry, I'll go back to talking about raping orphans.
I never said raping orphans. This was consensual sex. With orphans. Adult orphans.
Well, my mind went to a bad place.
Went to rape? Like the rape trick?
You want to explain that one?
Should I say her name?
Could she sue?
Will she listen?
An equally as good question.
I'm going to go ahead and not say her name, just in the off chance she...
Make up a different name.
Beatrix?
Why not?
I don't know why I went with that name.
Let's not question it.
So, Beatrix is a chick that I know.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really talked to her in a while. And when I say I know, I mean very vaguely. It's going to really disturb me. People are going to hear this, but... I could not hear from her for, months at a time, like long stretches. Suddenly, I'll just get a random phone call in, like, the middle of the night, let's say about 2, 3 o'clock, maybe later. Or she essentially wants to have phone sex.
Yeah.
she's very particular about what kind of phone sex she wants.
Should I mention that you have a lot of phone sex?
That's a lot, MB.
More than me. More than I'll ever see.
Well, that's like once a year, to be fair.
Not even that.
Well, whatever. Anyway, but potentially the words out of her mouth are "rape me."
Okay, what's your first reaction to that?
Every time my reaction is, I should probably do this just so I can tell other people that I did it. the age old decider. Yeah. So I go through with it. I just want to say that I don't do anything with myself during this period. Mainly because she's so taxing about like wanting you to come up with like the smallest particulars that your mind is completely focused on trying to figure shit out. Like, she wants objects put into her, so you have to come up with like a list of objects, and they can never be the same as the last time.
It's like a scavenger hunt.
It really is. It's annoying. But this was the one that made you laugh the most.
Yeah.
And disturbed me to no end. Well, maybe not disturbed. By
the way, just to be clear, this says a lot about me.
It says a lot about me, too. And how I attract women like this.
What you're going to hear a lot more about in the coming weeks.
I have a nice long list. I get a call. It's like 3:30 in the morning. Maybe later. It might have been closer to 4. Might have been 4. Well, I got a text first that woke me up. I think it read, "Want to use me." I kind of went...
You looked it up and noticed it was from Ed.
This man is a pogo stick. I looked at it, rolled back over, and went, I can't deal with this now. I was too tired. Even for that, I was too tired. So
that's pretty rare of you.
Yeah.
I have to admit.
You know what? I'm a grown up.
Yeah.
Then my phone rings. So I pick it up. I hadn't really been asleep that long, but I pretend like I'm really tired. Thinking it might get her off the phone. It doesn't. Not at all. She wants me to go through a rape scenario again. Which, by the way, I'm not exactly an expert at, so I'm not sure what she wants me to do. I've never really raped a person before, or since.
I mean, I know it would seem that way, but, you know.
Yeah, so I think the rape scenarios I come up with are essentially like, I don't know, you're tied down or something. Well, she always wants to be tied down. It always starts with her already tied down, so there's not a lot of work for me to do. Besides being like, yeah, I'm raping you. Yeah. You like...
With that level of excitement.
Yeah, I'm like coloring in a coloring book at the same time. Old Spider-Man one I had, it's like 92.
You're trying to get like the right shade of purple for his tunic. And she's screaming like obscenities.
Oh, God. Why does she scream? Anyway. But she calls this time. Usual, but she has a new scenario for me. The scenario is she wants to be tied down, per usual.
Mm-hmm. Very
inventive, this chick. I mean, I think she wanted to, like, vary it up or something, like she's hanging upside down like a bat. I don't know.
You wake up in the middle of the night. She has her arms out.
And found her asleep on the couch for some reason the next day. It's a Batman joke for everyone who thinks that's way too obscure.
If anyone does, they shouldn't be listening to this.
Agreed. But the new scenario is, because I will fucking get this out of my mouth eventually, without going off another tangent, is, she wants to be tied down and have people, other men, pay me for the privilege to come in and rape her.